after that phone. No, I don't want to do that. Singing home with He's getting so sleepy. He can't figure out what to do. Okay, here we go. Let's see where he goes. Good job.
Says that he came in at 6:45 and he clocked out at 6:33. But when I look at his time card, which is the first thing I do, I do see this. He late for they left the last job. So tell you what it was.
I'm not camera shy.
Anyway, I am taking off to Townsend, and I worked up till 12:30 today, and I'm going to go. I got my bike, I got my WD-40, and I'm gonna go to Townsend and do some bike riding. Well, my GPS took me a different way, and I am telling you, I love it when I get on these roads that I've never been on, because
in a quarter mile, turn left onto Valley View Road.
The views can be amazing. But what a surprise. This cut off most of the Pigeon Forge traffic, and I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy. So I guess when I get to the parking area, I'm gonna find out if the parking pass is required down here, and if it is required, I am not going to be parking down here, because I don't need to go to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park so bad that I have to get a parking pass. And unlike some of these parks where you pay maybe $3, I don't mind it one bit. But to charge, I don't know, a large amount, and I don't know. It's just, I feel like if these, my head's buzzing. I feel like if these places want to charge like that, it's okay, as long as maybe the locals don't have to pay that. You know, I don't feel like locals should have to pay something like that. I don't think that it's fair for local people to be shut out of the surrounding landscape and then have to pay to enjoy it. I think that is really screwed up. I would even stress that. I mean, I don't cuss, but the F word would really apply right there, because it's all a money monopoly. And the fact that our government is supposed to be using our taxes to help with some of these things, and they're not, you know, I'm not going to get into all that. Not going to get into that. Oddly enough, it was 80 degrees in Pittman Center when I was coming through there. It is 88 degrees down here. 88. It must just be the valley that catching the heat or something. hot out here. That is what I'm trying to show you guys. This is the walking trail that I made a video of this, like I want to say last year or the year before, but I don't know, maybe I've set it to private. Super nice. I'm so glad I came down here. Really need to be in the woods a little bit. It's hot though. Like, it was 80 degrees when I left my place, and it is like 88, almost 90 down here. It is hot. It's not hot here in the woods though. And I had to take this whole contraption apart. I don't even know if I put it together right, but it's working. It'll protect my head. That's all that matters. Okay guys, past the power lines, there's that parkway I was telling you about. It runs all along those ridges and exits over there toward Maryville. But it's so amazing when you're up there, because you can see everything. It's the coolest. Ran into some old friends down here. Like, I wonder how long they've been down here. Look how cool that art is. Come on, phone. That's cool. Bigfoot popcorn. It's always nice to see one of those, especially when you're thirsty. Well guys, that's the end of it for me. It's the end of the Townsend bike ride, and I've got to turn around and go all the way back. So here it goes. It's so hot out here. Oh my goodness guys, I am burning up. It's 87. I got finished with it. I know that thing is a liar. I'm gonna look and see how many miles it is from here to the end. I'm so thirsty, so I'm gonna get a drink. But yeah, that's it. I took you guys with me, and I am going home. I'm tired. I'll talk to you soon. Okay guys, yesterday or the day before, I think it was the day before, I saw what some people would describe as a UFO, what I thought was a UFO. So I'm about to switch the camera around. I'm about to come up on the place where I saw that. I have actually hiked up to this mountain peak, and I mean, there's no tower, cell tower. There's a tower up there, but there's no cell tower or anything like that. And the tower is actually up on top of the mountain. But what I saw was in front of the mountain. So, and it was bigger than a helicopter, but it was roundish, kind of, I don't know, but it looked like a mirror. So I'm gonna see if there's something that can explain that, though. About to come up on it. Focus. So I am not sure. It was right up there at those two mountains, and they just disappeared behind the trees. So that would have been where I saw it. And it's a place that that is described as white rock, and I saw it like really quickly, right up there. So can't see, nope, there's nothing up there that would explain that. So I had told the group, and they probably thought April's seeing things. I'm gonna keep the camera on a minute. But no, I saw it. It was larger than a helicopter. It was so shiny and bright that it would almost be like a mirror. And it wasn't quite like an egg shape. I mean, it was a big round shape. Okay, so I saw it and I was like, what the heck? What the heck? So we're about to come around this curve right here. It was back there where I actually saw the object. I saw it in the distance above the trees and just below the top of that mountain. And so I was gonna make sure and check, you know, as I come down through here, check and see if maybe there's a cell tower or something. I'm about to turn you guys toward that direction. It's one of my favorite views. So right up there is White Rock. And it was right there, all the way, that peak on the left, it was right up there. But it was just below the peak, okay? Now, I'm not weird. It was definitely bigger than anything like a drone or anything like that. And it was just what people would say is a UFO. And I saw it just as plain as day on my way home from work. I think it was the day before yesterday. So, I mean, it was up there. You know, I don't know what to say. It was larger than a regular helicopter. And it was up there. So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't something like a cell tower sitting on one of the hills that kind of, you know, would look like something like that. But no, there was nothing in front of, I mean, nothing. So what I saw was what I saw. So I don't know what in the world that would be. I know that my buddy Chop, years back, I mean, he was I don't know if he was in the Army. He's a military vet, but I'm not sure if he was a Marine. I think he might have been Marine or Navy. I don't know. But he told me there was a secret base up there near the Parkway. So if you're looking at Google Maps and you see Interstate 40 headed east as it's going into what they call the gorge, which is actually the Pigeon Forge River Gorge. So the Parkway comes up off of that. But and here's another weird thing too. So my husband Chris, Samuel and Joshua's daddy, we used to live on Dark Hollow Road. You can look it up on Google Maps, Dark Hollow Road. And we were sitting on the porch one night, and we had a video recorder. It was one of those big old ones, and but we didn't have it out that night. But we were sitting on the porch, and there were some lights, no sound. There were lights rose straight up above where the river would be. I'm assuming where the river would be, the Pigeon River. We were looking in that direction, and it just rose straight up, and it was completely silent. It was dark. All we could see were the lights, and they were not blinking lights. They were just stationary lights. And then once it got up so far, it took off. And Chris was in the Navy, and he said the only thing that he knew that could do that was the stealth bomber at the time. This was in the year 1998. And that's the same general area. So some weird things going on there. And I saw something. I saw it. And it was just so weird and ordinary at the same time, because I'm just driving home from work, and I just looked up. I glanced up above those trees over toward the mountain, and there it was. And it was weird. That's just so weird. That is so weird. I don't know. I mean, it could it could be something. I don't know. I'm not an alien believer. I personally believe in the that it's the Nephilim, the hybrid races and everything that are doing those kinds of things. But anyway, you guys share in the comments if you've ever had an experience like that, and it would be very interesting to hear your stories. So